Hey everybody, it's just another gamer. We are here with some Schedule 1. This is a brand new pharmaceutical distributing game where you get to be a very hands-on CEO who gets his hands dirty and helps manufacture and then sell said substances. Very, very legal and very, very, went to college and all the good stuff. So yeah, I have some tips and tricks. I don't know how many there's going to be. There's going to be quite a few, I think. I don't know. We'll have to see. This game's a lot of fun and there's so many cool things to talk about. I'm excited to get into it. I hope you are too. And let's get into it. Okay, tip one is essentially skateboard. Use the skateboard. The gold skateboard is the best thing, the best mode of transportation in the game. It is faster than nearly any other vehicle. It is not only easier to get around, but it's way cheaper than having to actually buy. Oh, well, they're actually going to come after me. It's way cheaper than buying one of the vehicles when it's like the vehicles are almost for fun when you have the skateboard. You can not only outrun literally anyone. I mean, if anyone's chasing you other than the cops, but it is an amazing piece of equipment. It is literally the only thing you need. There's no reason to even bother getting a vehicle. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just cruising. I'm wanted by the police. I'm just going literally like the speed of light. Can't be caught. I can't even check if there's a vehicle behind me, but it's literally pointless to buy a vehicle. These things are ungodly fast and amazing. And you do stuff like that, and also you don't have to be on a road. You can like go on sidewalks and stuff. So, yeah. Get the skateboard. It is amazing. It will change everything. It is a little pricey, and we'll show you where we get it from. And there are certain places you go a little slower, like right here. A little bit slower, not like... Yes, a car might be able to do this a little bit faster. But the skateboard's the beast. So let me show you here where you get it. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive. That's really nothing compared to what a car costs, and it's literally the fastest mode of transportation in the game. So worth an investment. It'll save you so much time. You'll get so much more done. Like you will not miss the cars. Okay, on our next thing. So the next thing I want to talk about is the police. So for some reason they can't hear you. They can only see you. So if I run in front of them, then they see I can just walk right next to this guy. The cops cannot hear you. They have no type of sensory other than seeing. Like, see? Ran right in front of the dude. Didn't even look. Didn't even stop. Just kept on doing his thing. So you don't really have to worry about them. Once you learn their patterns, you can literally do whatever you want. No biggie at all. You could probably just walk around this guy, just do your deliveries, and have a police escort the entire time. So just keep that in mind when you're, skateboarding around town, that cops are legally deaf and have no type of sensory other than the ability to see. But I tell you what, their sight is pretty good. They can see you like across the map. Okay, on to our next tip.
You undone me! You undone me! I went along! Done!
Another thing I want to talk about is making sure you have overflow. So in this case, my my lab guys, they come and pull from this shelf, and they go to their products, and then they're assigned to this right here. So as you can see, I'll be growing a lot. I have a heck of a farm going on here. Probably not the best, but it's pretty good in my eyes. So I have this right here is where they pick from, and then when I need to, I just throw some over here, and it gets re-upped. So make sure you have overflow, and that goes for everything. Like this right here is my my baggies thing where they pull from, as you've seen. This was full of baggies at one point, so I always order extra. Then I have some out here. So yeah, and kind of like a bonus tip, not really I don't know if it's a bonus tip per se, but making sure you're consolidating and using all the space you could possibly can with less baggies. That's one thing I've been struggling with, just because I use my baggies for like my dealing on the streets, and I deal in such large quantities nowadays. It's kind of, I have to have a lot of baggies, but jars are honestly way better. And then eventually you get bricks. I know I have been kind of like slowing my own progress by just enjoying the game and feeling it out. It's a really fun game, and there's a lot of cool things about it, so I just been kind of feeling it out, kind of experimenting, and so as I said, try to consolidate your space with more jars. I didn't realize this early game, and I have an entire. I think the motel is just full of baggies. There's to the brim, It's just full of baggies. So definitely try to consolidate your space. I don't feel like that's a whole needing a segment thing, but it's kind of a mini rant. I thought that might as well throw in there for people who are having trouble with all their baggies, and let's put it all in jars. And jars go right to dealers, so it's perfect. Our next thing is talking about deliveries. So, as you can see, it's 4 a.m. The entire world is stopped, which is weird. And time in this game is kind of weird also. Like, time is, like, super fast. You have, like, 2-minute days. I don't know what that's about. Reminds me of Ark back in the day. Playing on, like a private server. I don't know what I'm talking about Ark. But, essentially, the, time stops at 4 a.m., but things like deliveries do not. Time still sticks down. Plants stop growing, but, we want to call it things over my meth labs over there. Those kind of, pharmaceutical machines do not stop running. So you could continuously cook legal pharmaceuticals at any given time throughout the day. So use 4 a.m. This feels like one of those 4 a.m. I don't know. It's just weird. So use 4 a.m. to your advantage. What I usually do is I re-up on my jars and my baggies, and I either bag or jar up all of this for the next day, depending on what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be doing and how the day is going to proceed. So and that's when I buy my seeds, because you can also order seeds. And really just get a lot done. It's honestly the best time. Because time doesn't stop, you can literally just play for 6 in-game hours at 4 o'clock, getting all your eggs in a basket for the next day. It's a really weird. I don't know if it's a bug. I don't think it's a feature, but it's weird. So definitely try to take advantage of it. One warning: there is still cops, but it doesn't really matter if you have the golden magic skateboard, because then you become, basically, I don't know, is it Aladdin on the magic carpet? I don't know, but I do know that 4 a.m. is odd, and if you don't like this video at 4 a.m. and subscribe, there could be crazy mystical things that happen. I don't know.
And later I'm going to masturbate and I'm going to think about you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Some 4 a.m. 2004 challenge guy will pop out of your pillow when you lay your head down to sleep after watching this video. So better like and subscribe at 4 p.m. or a.m. It's a.m., right? Yeah, a.m. Why am I... Dude, I'm losing my mind. Okay, on to our next thing. Another little thing that I'm just going to throw in here, because I don't really want to put it in its own segment, but I think it's really cool. If you put this, something that's already packaged inside of here, you just press on the arrow, it will unpackage it. It is awesome, and it'll do it one at a time, but it is really awesome. I didn't know you could do this. I think it's absolutely awesome. I think everyone I think there should be something saying that. If there is, I missed it, but it is so cool. Just literally pack, unpack, pack, unpack. It's absolutely amazing. I didn't know you could do this, but it is. I just throw stuff away. I literally had no idea you could do this, so just wanted to throw that in there. Another super quick thing that I didn't want to make into a whole segment is the discard thing. The discard button. I didn't know about this. I was just storing my junk in random containers that I found throughout the map, mostly shops. There is an entire button. You just put the stuff right here, and it slowly takes it out. Don't want to throw away all that OG kush. But as said, this right here, I didn't know it was here. I'm just blind. I can't even remember how I found it. I might have been scrolling on Reels. What a word. Why can't I say that word? And it was just there. It's not worth an entire segment, but it is a thing. You can get rid of stuff without having to just leave it places. I have no idea why it took me this long. You can't drop items, so it kind of is just weird. Okay, yeah. So there's a discard thing. I don't know how I didn't know that. On to our next thing. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is basically when you're making these formulas for all your different kinds of, pharmaceutical needs. Sometimes I'll accidentally, throw a pill off into the direction, just, whoopsie daisy, oh no, and then I put my pills in here, and oh no, I can't do it. So you could hit tab, and it wastes no supplies at all. They're just, chilling. Like I said, I just throw a pill, off into oblivion. Bam, it's back. So don't worry about. Sometimes it's really weird. Sometimes putting these pills inside of here, or it's happened with other formulas I've had. Sometimes putting pills in here, they'll just fall behind the container, and you just won't be able to get them back. You'll just be like, oh no, what's going on? So you have to be very careful with the pill placement. I think it's really weird and bizarre, but it happens, and I think it's worth a mention just due to the fact that I've freaked out a couple times and been like, oh no, it'll fall right behind the container, and I just can't get it, and it's just the stupidest thing ever. Why? why. But it happens. So I just want to know it's in here because I think it's, don't freak out. I know I've freaked out and been like, why is it not? Why can't I get it? Like it's just stupid. So yeah, just make sure you remember if you hit tab, you can restart it all over again and everything's good. So on our next thing. This is just random, but there's nothing more relaxing than watching your dirty piss water boil. I don't know. And then having all your jars. Okay, I don't know. This wasn't unnecessary and probably the stupidest thing ever, but it's just fun. Just relaxing, sitting here, just chilling, scrolling through reels on your phone, letting everything cook. It's just kind of peaceful. It's kind of a weird kind of like I'm breaking the law, but it's peaceful, Okay, on to our next thing.
Here's nuke incoming! Everybody get down! Sir!
Another thing with the time stopping at the weird time of 4 a.m. I thought I should add, your laundering businesses also still work. So launder as much money as you possibly can. As you can see, the little bar is moving a little bit. Time hasn't ticked down because it hasn't been like a, I don't even know, 30-second hour yet. So, but you can launder as much as you possibly want. So you can just ride around doing crazy tricks on your skateboard while you're laundering money like a real professional would, So yeah, you could do that. Definitely launder lots of money, through on your free time at 4 a.m. It's so weird. Does no one else remember these videos from like I don't know, I'm trying to contact, Walt Disney at 4 a.m. Does no one else remember this? Am I crazy? Can we all just stop and appreciate the quality of kinds of gas we have here? Like, what is mega gas? What does that consist of? What does it mean? And then sexy gas? I can't even fit. The cop sees me from all the way down here to leave me alone. I'm just looking at my options. Like, what is this? What is sexy gas? What is it? I need to answer. Like, does a woman come out and pump the gas? Are you paying for like a visually appealing situation? I don't know. If anyone has any answers, throw it in the comment section at 4 a.m. Any other time, I will not accept it. I'll see it and I'll be like, they aren't committed. They are not committed to figuring out what sexy gas is. Like, I know I'm dyslexic, but I feel like that's just. It says sexy gas, okay? What is it? I need answers. So, the next thing that I want to talk about is scheduling. There's been this thing that you probably have seen in 45 million different videos saying that you need to schedule all your, orders for the nighttime because you get that awesome curfew bonus. And that is right. That is right, and it is kind of a good technique. Personally, I don't love it because at the end of the night, I have a certain amount of hours to get all these different, pharmaceuticals to all these different customers. So I have to so that just seems really stressful, and it's not something that I love doing. It makes me feel like my entire night is just, I know the nights go on for literally ever 4 a.m. as you know, but I don't love it. It kind of sets off a bad taste in my mouth. There are positives to it. Like, there are really positives to it. Even if it makes you feel like it's the end of the world, there are positives to it. Like, you get that little curfew bonus. That's about it, though, in my opinion. Like, I mean, yes, there is the whole thing, like, orders don't really cancel, so they can, hypothetically go on forever, and that's a good thing. So, you make extra money, and you don't have to worry about orders being late or whatever. But there is, like I said, it makes your night feel crazy. So I don't know if I would suggest doing it, but I know it's a thing that a lot of people swear by and a lot of people love. I don't know how I feel about it. If you want to do it, then definitely enjoy yourself, have lots of fun, do it. I wouldn't recommend it. I am kind of recommending it to people who want to go down that kind of avenue, because yes, it can be very helpful. Like, you can make a little bit more money and you can have a little bit more of a time leak, but there are kind of negatives. Like, the police are out, even though they are quite literally only able to see. They don't have ears like you and me, but it's okay. They're people too. The point is it's not a bad technique. It works. A lot of people swear by it. I don't know if I love it. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. I just do them when they come. It feels kind of just more chill that way. I enjoy the daylight. So, I mean, hypothetically, yes, you can do them all day, and it's not that big of a deal. But if you're like me and you like to, just go by the, just chill, just vibe, then, do it. Do whatever you got to do. But I'll say for me, I don't like it as much, but I know a lot of people love it, and it's definitely, I kind of feel like Batman. Imagine, you're trying to contact your nearest pharmaceutical provider, and they just, jump down from the shadows above you, waiting to sell you the pharmaceuticals that you require. It's pretty great. It's really weird. I don't know. It's just funny. This game is very funny. There's a lot of funny things about this game. Why would... Okay, this is just a random question, but why would you just leave a bong somewhere? I feel like these things are expensive, and they're probably, like, super valuable. Like, why would you leave them... Dang it. The leaning tower of bongs has fallen. What a sad day for... This is just impossible. This is just... Maybe I should do like a random video of me just collecting every bong that spawns. Just have a massive collection. I hate this so much. I'm returning the game right now. You guys are not going to believe what I've accomplished inside of this dumpster in the middle of nowhere. I have professionally and to an absolute perfection stacked cans on top of each other. This is something that the scholars of, you know, the future will discuss. Now let's try to get this on top. Ready? Ready? Refunded, bro. Instantly refunded. Screw this game, bro. I'm so mad, dude. Oh my god. One big tip that I wish I would have known sooner is giving all your dealers jars. Like, I know later you get bricks and all that, so it's a little bit better, but jars in the meanwhile are amazing. You can stack so much illicit pharmaceuticals. I don't know why I went farther than I needed to. You can fit so many pharmaceuticals in jars and disperse them to your pharmaceutical assistants. I don't know if that's a thing. It sounds like a thing, but you can... I don't know why. It's just so much fun. Okay, I'm having fun. Leave me alone. So jars are a big thing. They're amazing. Jars are king. Everyone should be promoting jar propaganda to you know, rid the world of anything else other than jars. I mean, I know that bricks are pretty cool, but if it's not a jar, I'm not really interested. So yeah, lots of jars saves a lot of space. It makes easier for your dealers. What am I thinking? Where's my brain right now? Oh, he wants... Oh no, I don't have his product. Oh no, it's almost not like I have a vault of bagged up, you know, these things. Yes. So definitely make sure that you have jars. They're amazing. They change the game. They make it so your you know, your little, you know, pharmaceutical assistants can... I don't think it's a thing. It sounds like a thing. It makes so your distributors can, you know, distribute better and at much higher quantities and make you much more money. You know, absolutely stupid amounts of, you know, well-earned pharmaceutical money. I don't know why I keep on saying it. It's just really funny. Okay, on to our next thing. Something that's super helpful is leaving large amounts of cash inside your workers' bins. Not only does it save you time, but it makes it so there is no stoppage in work. I do it all the time. Like, it's just a simple thing to do, you know? It saves everybody time. It's amazing. It does kind of feel like you have cash just sitting around, you know, but honestly, as much as all of your workers will end up doing for you in the long run, it's worth it. Just, you know, throw the extra money in there, forget about it, and not have to worry about it later. Okay, on to our next thing. So, this is not really a tip, but did you know there's Pong in this game? It's such an addicting, fun game. Like, I know it's like the most simple game, and it might even be one of like the first games, but it is so much fun. Like, I don't know, I've probably spent more time on this game just playing Pong, and it's kind of trippy to think you can play a video game on a video game. Like, what kind of, you know, dystopia are we living in? But absolutely amazing. Play Pong. It's so much fun. Like, I know most people that are watching this probably... Oh my god, see, like, what's going on with that? Let me show if I can see if I can do the ultimate Pong move. Like, most people watching this probably have played Pong. I don't know. I can't imagine a lot of... Dude, you just got bested. What even is this, dude? Did you not bring your A game to Pong, my guy? Like, what was that, dude? Why did he even come to the Pong court, my guy? Like, honestly, this is going to sound kind of weird, but they may have spent more time on the Pong, like the Pong bot, than they did, like, any other bot. Like, cops can't hear anything, but the Pong can seriously be crazy. Like, just play Pong, dude. Why sell illicit substances when you could just play Pong? Like, why aren't we all just playing Pong? Why are you watching this video and not playing Pong? Look at this. Look, how did he deflect that, bro? What? Okay, dude. Okay. Let me just get business. I'm sorry. This is too intense right now. I shouldn't be screaming. It's super late. But listen, it is 4 a.m. You know, if you... I'm sorry. This is just getting intense. Oh my god. The bot knows my every move. You didn't know that one. Oh god, it's just so awesome. This is gonna be the longest the longest segment. Oh god, the forbidden Pong. Okay, whew.
It's biological. I just blew my load because I had to.
Threw it right back at him. He couldn't handle the smoke. I came to the party ready to Pong. This is so much fun. This is game just. Oh my god, this is so much fun. Everyone needs to be playing Pong right now. Okay, listen. If there's one reason to play this game, it is for the Pong experience. And, you know, it's just so much fun. They need to add, you know, one of the things they need to add, they need a counter for how many times you've beat. Like, I know there's a counter right there, yes, before you even say it. But oh god, the forbidden move. Oh god, the unforetold, the secret Pong master level move. Deflecting that is like, you know, I don't know, getting like a cavity search by like, you know, I don't know. I can't even think of what I was going to say because I'm just so, you know, just, I don't know. Getting a cavity search by a man that has his hand wrapped in barbed wire would be more, you know, a little bit more bearable than trying to defend yourself from the secret Pong professional pro gamer move. See, I don't want to say that was it, but that was close. This has been going. Oh my god. Okay, I was looking at how long this has been recording, just for you know, timekeeping records. This is. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. That's 3 in a row. I need to stop. This is just going to be my longest segment in the video. This is a tips and tricks video, and I'm filling it full of Pong related things. If you guys stop watching right now because of the Pong, no. Okay, that's right. Here's it. They have one more. Okay, one more before we. Okay, this right here's it. Okay, easy dubs, boys. Okay, on to the regular scheduled program. Play Pong. It's freaking awesome. This game has Pong. What is this? What is this? Did you guys see that? Okay, now back to your regular. What kind of weird ritual was that? That's not normal. Okay, we'll just let it. Just to make sure he doesn't think anything, you know, too. There we go. Easy dubs, boys. Something you can do if you decide to do that, you know, all your orders at the end of the day. Something you can do while you're waiting for time to fly. This isn't a good example because it's dark, but it's picking up trash. You actually make a good bit of money. And if you're an ultra trash picker-upper, whatever you want to call that, you can just fill your entire little inventory bar with these little things, and just pick up trash for days. Like, you could probably make, I don't know, I don't want to say $1 million, but you can make a ton of money just picking up trash. Before you ask, yes, there's a little bit of planted trash, just because this is like the third take of this, because I was laughing about, I can't even remember. But, oh, look at this. It's odd. There's just a bunch of cans stacked inside of here. That must have happened coincidentally. Dude, oh my god. Okay, so there you go. So you could even jump in dumpsters and just get all the free money. And if you make sure that you pick up all the trash, like if you have a guy that picks up trash, you have like a trash picker upper at your one of your bases, you can literally just steal the trash bags from him and then pile them up next to the machine. At the end of the day, you can just, you know, recycle them all and make money off it. Like, I know it's not like an absolute ton of money, but I've done this quite a few times when I just have a little busy time and I'm not playing Pong. I'm addicted to Pong. I play a lot of Pong. Okay, leave me alone. But you just recycle it. It's good for the environment somewhat, and you get $52. You get more than that. It depends on how much trash you pick up. But that money's money. That can help you towards anything. You know, if you need to buy a little extra supplies, you have some time. You know, you can just do a little this, do a little that, make a little extra money, and everyone's happy. So I would definitely highly suggest it. Honestly, it's kind of fun. I even got that achievement for picking up a ton of trash. That was $4. It was only one bag, so leave me alone. But yeah, it's honestly a good way to make a little extra money. It isn't like a catastrophic amount of money, but if you put a lot of time into it, you will make good money. You know, recycling pays. You know, clean up the environment. Only you can prevent wildfires. I don't know. Felt like it went there. And honestly, like if you're like me and you know, live in a pharmaceutical... you live in a place where they throw out a lot of waste from, you know, stuff. You can sell all that or burn it all, and you actually make pretty good money. So yeah, definitely do it. Another thing that's worth a mention is I would say always have one building as a storage building. I use the Hope Motel, as I said earlier. It really stores just all my extra product. It would be better if I turned this all into jarred stuff, but because it's in like the middle of like all of it, because like this is kind of like, in my mind, it's kind of the middle of the map. I have everything in baggy, so if I'm like running out of time, I need a quick fill up, I just run in here and I grab whatever I need. So it's really, really helpful. And also I keep a lot of seeds here because, like I said, I have a lot of space. I think I will add some more things, but it's going to get kind of hard as very limited on room. So going to have to figure that out. But it's a good thing to always have extra storage. One thing that I didn't know when I first started the game is you can change the prices on your weed depending on you change it whether like the quality of it, so you can make some stuff cheaper, some stuff more expensive. It all really depends. Apparently this is in a tutorial, and what the heck, why didn't you already know this? Why are you even watching this part of the video? Like, my god, bro, this is why your mom doesn't love you. No, I'm just kidding. Your mom loves me, that's why she doesn't love you. So yeah, you can change the prices on your weed, if you, or really whatever, or your methamphetamines, you can change the price and get better sales. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really help if you're constantly changing it, but if you make better and better stuff, you can change it, and the people will pay it if they're addicted enough. They will pay it. Sometimes these what do you want to call them, victims or potential buyers. Sometimes they just really got to scratch that itch. They need that. They need the juice, man. They need the juice. Okay, let's hit us. Take two. Okay, let's hit a fat ollie and be done with the day. That wasn't really anything. Okay, you know what? Leave me alone. I tried. It's so much fun. Okay, leave me alone.
Okay. I'm like a janitor. I'm a full-on rapist, Africans, dyslexics, children, that sort of thing.
I'm sorry. Did you say you're a full-on rapist?
No.
This is another quick thing, but you need to make sure you're always, like, if you're going to get off or something, you need to make sure you're ending your day if it's possible. Because if you, for say, end the game, and if you just save and get off in the middle of a day, and then get back on, you only get half XP. Same thing happens for, if you save before you go to, let's say you're staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, and you save before you end the day in the game, you get back on, you don't get that XP. So make sure your little XP here. Ooh, you can hear the ding. Make sure before you log off, you end your day. Ooh, look at all this cool stuff. Wait, I already have that. I don't understand. Okay, on our next thing. Another crucial thing to know is when people call you and they're trying to, get some good stuff off you, you can get some good stuff off you. I don't know why I say half the things I say. So when they're trying to get some stuff, you can raise or lower the offer depending on what you have in stock and what you're willing to go and get and give them. And a lot of times, as long as it's in the fair kind of area, they'll accept it. Sometimes even a little over. Let's see, yep, he took it. And nearly you can do this with everybody. Let's say, I don't know, this guy right here. He wants some of this. Why don't you just buy 10, dude? Why are you being so extra? I don't know, this guy might not take it. It's kind of a lot, but yeah, see, they just accept it. It's amazing. Do it as much as you possibly can. I always like to make it even, just so I can... Wow, he's... Just, make it a little even. And they accept it, and it works perfectly, Make a little extra money, make stuff even, don't have to have odd numbers. It's perfect. Everyone wins. Another quick thing I wanted to add is you really don't have to worry about the bots and their pathfinding. They just phase through things. There's literally just nothing stopping them. So whether your place looks all nice and needy and professional, like a professional, I don't know, drug manufacturer, or it looks like, a little crack den where everything is just horrible and your entire base is just from bottom to top just looking like this, they'll find their way around. They don't really they just phase through things all the time. They can make it through here. Doesn't matter. I know the game's kind of I know it's kind of like a brand new game and it's probably going to be patched out, but it's just, don't worry about it. Make your base not for comfort, but for profit. Words. Oh my God. Okay. On to our next thing. Okay, and with all that said, I hope you learned something new. I hope you found some of my tips either awesome or hilarious, and I really hope that you liked the video and maybe you'd be awesome enough to leave a like, maybe a subscribe, maybe some engagement. And if you didn't like the video and you're going to leave a dislike, that's okay too. Not all my jokes are probably funny, but if you're going to leave a dislike, at least explain why. I love making videos, and I love it when people, interact with me and, say all the funny stuff they want to say. And even if that includes bashing on a really, really fun game that I like that is not in any way, shape, or form comparable to this game, because this game is, inferior to it. We're not going to name any names, but if you guys want to go back and look at one of my previous videos, actually my best video on the channel so far, there's some absolute buffoons, some goobers, some goofballs, some silly gooses, some absolutely despicable, awesome, friendly friends that keep on commenting. Well, not all just one person, but keep on commenting about how amazing this game is. And I will admit, this game's pretty good. It's a lot of fun. But you know what it's not better than? I'm not going to say it. Just go back and watch the other video and see exactly why that game's better than this one. You goofballs. You're amazing. I love you guys all. I love you guys all? What? I love all of you. This game is so much fun. I'm just messing around. Every game is fun. We all have our preferences. Some are better than the others. Some have awesome skateboards. Some have actually, like, consequences to dealing drugs. Or, sorry, pharmaceuticals. Giving your, doctor recommended pills. I don't know. This game's a lot of fun, and I'm happy. I'm probably going to make another tips and tricks video. There's probably 100 different things I forgot. This game is really, really fun, and I'm excited to play more of it and to become, an ultra wealthy pharmaceutical spokesman. I don't know what I would be in the chain. Maybe a CEO that's just really hands-on with his business. I don't know. Okay, you guys have an awesome night. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you're awesome. Games are awesome. Play them to have fun, and I don't know. Have a good one.